Welcome to my new album called Ramadan Videos of 2026. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Mayfo. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this video is another episode for Ramadan Videos of 2026 album. So it's another episode. So this episode we're gonna talk about the things that breaks one's fast. First of all, I want to say that Islam, to seek knowledge, is two types. It's divided into two categories. First category is that it is obligatory to start to seek knowledge, meaning that the things that you need to do, that you need to know, meaning that how to pray the salat, what breaks one's salah, what are the things that are obligatory to do, and the things that are sunnah to do, when to apply sujood al-sahu, and the likes. And also, if you have to pay zakah, and if it's obligatory upon you to pay zakah, you have to know and things that makes obligatory, the threshold, maybe 85 grams of gold, that's the nisab, the threshold. And then you go to fasting as well. So fasting as well, what breaks one's fast, and what are the reasons for breaking one's fast, and the likes. And then hajj, and the likes. So these things, once it's obligatory upon you, then you have to seek knowledge. So you have to know how to pray. You need to know about fasting if it's obligatory upon you, zakah and hajj, and so forth. And also the essential part is very important, is the pillars of iman, pillars of Islam. Without them, it's like you're not fully Muslim. So if you don't know, if you don't know any of the pillars of iman, then it means that you're not Muslim. You haven't completely, your Islam is not complete. So this is what it means. So I want to say that pillars of iman are 6 and pillars of Islam are 5. So the 6 pillars of iman is: number 1, to believe in Allah, His angels, His 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 books and His prophets, and the last day, which is the day of judgment, and the divine decree, meaning that the anything that's gonna happen to you, it's written there in the book. Like everything that's gonna happen to you, whatever it will happen, everything, the good side and the bad. So in Arabic it's qadr. So anything that's gonna happen. So in English it's the predestination. So as you guys know, and with Islam it's 5 pillars. So number 1 is that the shahada, salah, zakah, Sawm, and hajj. So these are the 5. Then now what we're gonna talk about is fasting, the things that will break your fast. We've already said that the types of fasting: the obligatory fast, the sunnah fast, fasting that is forbidden, and fasting that is not recommended. So the 4 types. And then we also gave an example of some of them, and we also gave only like 2 main reasons that allows you to break one's fast, as mentioned in the Quran: فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِّنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرَ. Whoever is sick or ill, let them fast an equal number of days, meaning that they compensate for the days that they missed. So the things that breaks your fast, I'm going to mention some of them. Is number 1 is eating and drinking, meaning that anything that you eat or swallow it. So whether it's toothpaste, whether you swallow the water, or anything that's not even nutritious, even like for example a stone, that also breaks one's fast, except your saliva, because your saliva is it's permanently in your mouth, as you guys know. Secondly, that's gonna break your fast is anything that takes the role of eating and drinking, meaning that if you have an injection that you can survive without eating and drinking, this also breaks your fast. However, if you have like an injection that not necessarily that you can you will not be able to survive without eating and drinking, then this does not break one's fast. Number 3 is menstruation, period, and postnatal bleeding. This only happens to a woman. So once the woman gets her menses, she cannot pray, she cannot fast as well. So that means that as well, even if it's 1 minute before Maghrib, like 1 minute before the adhan for Maghrib enters, her fast is broken. If the menses starts, her fast is broken. She has to make up for that day and the following days that she had her menses. And the opposite is true. If the if it happens like 1 minute or 2 minutes before Fajr, her menses ends, she has to perform ghusl and she has to fast. Okay, so this is number 3. So number 4 is vomiting intentionally, vomiting deliberately. So if you make yourself to vomit, whether you insert your finger to your mouth or you smell something that will make you to vomit, and you know that you're gonna vomit if you smell this, this breaks your fast because you made yourself to vomit. But however, if you just you ate too much and then you became sick at the you felt to vomit, you cannot control, you went to the toilet and happened to vomit, yes, this does not break one's fast because it was not deliberate. So we mentioned eating and drinking. We mentioned anything that takes the role of eating and drinking, such as the injection that would make you survive without eating and drinking. We said menstruation period and postnatal bleeding, and then we've stated that vomiting intentionally. And then number 5 is when you how do you say, when you release semen, meaning that you ejaculate intentionally. So someone who's sleeping, whether it's through wet dreams, that does not break one's fast because first of all it's not intentionally and it's not out of his control. Likewise with someone who's awake but he gets this thought, he gets some he has some intrusive thought and then eventually he ejaculates, meaning that this will not break one's fast because it was not done by it's never done by action, it's not someone's his control. However, if he did watch something that will make him to ejaculate, this will break one's fast. As Allah said in the Hadith Qudsi, my servant has left his food and his drink and his desires for me. So therefore the scholars understood that once when a person ejaculates doing an action, this breaks one's fast. Whether you watch something or whether you masturbate and the likes. And the second and the highest of all is intercourse, sexual intercourse. This is the highest and this is the worst of all that breaks one's fast because if you had an intimate with your wife, and it's not allowed in Islam to have an intimate with one's wife while during the daytime of fasting, and if that happens through sexual intercourse, what's going to happen is that, well, number 1, this breaks one's fast. Number 2, you have committed a sin for doing such thing that was not allowed. Number 3 is that you have to make up for the fast. Number 4, you have to pay the expiation, which is to fast 2 consecutive months if you're not available to feed 60 poor people. So this is only that requires a penalty to fast 2 consecutive months or fast 60 poor people. Anything else that you break your fast, whether through eating and drinking or whether you ejaculate, other things that or vomiting deliberately, these things do not require a penalty like to have to fast for 2 consecutive months. You have to fast. You have to feed 60 poor people because it was only mentioned for through intercourse, as the hadith where the Prophet, when a man came to him and said to him, I'm doomed. I had intercourse while I'm fasting. The Prophet said that, are you able to fast? Are you able to free slave? And yeah, and he said no. And nowadays, freeing a slave is not possible. We don't have slaves at this time. And secondly, he asked, are you able to fast 2 consecutive months? He said no. And then he asked, are you able to feed 60 poor people? Then he said no. Then the Prophet gave food and he said, here's the food and to feed 60 poor people. So which shows that this is the penalty or the kafara that is needed if you break a fast through a sexual intercourse. So both of them. So if the wife or the husband, if both agree to be intimate with one another, yes, they both have to do the expiation and make up the fast. So this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. So like, subscribe, and see you guys in another episode of this album called Ramadan Videos of 2026.